Has it really been 5 years since we got a Bedouine album? Neon Summer Skin is the fourth album from Los Angeles-based musician and singer Asniv Korkejian, better known as Bedouine. It's her first album since 2021, and better yet, it's her first album since 2019's Sublime Bird Songs of a Killjoy, to be made up entirely of new music, as it were. And to boot, it marks something of a departure for the artist, towards darker, richer, and more cinematic soundscapes. And it's all in service of her conjuring of memories, dreams, and aspirations that swirl and spiral like dry ice caught in a spotlight. True, there have always been instrumental flourishes that branch off from Bedouine's steady core of voice and guitar, but on this record they take on a life of their own. It's as if her voice and lyrics are in service of these instrumentals, and instead of floating above them, are in fact bedded into them. These songs, especially the opening run of tracks, are full of orchestral thickness and moody chord changes, and it makes for a very different listening experience to the likes of Bird Songs of a Killjoy or Bedouine's self-titled debut, wherein sunny California 60s meets 70s vibes rose to meet lyrics full of deep emotion and introspection. Take the likes of Always on Time, which starts out as a solitary jazzy piano ballad before picking up speed as mirror Bedouine's glance off the lead vocal. Or Long Way to Fall, which depicts a kind of dislocation with its juicy slide guitar and romantic strings. Meanwhile, the title track and One Thing Right dwell on feelings of comfort and safety, past and present. The former doing so with a gorgeous sparseness, the latter matching its flute trills and soft two-step shuffle with some lighter lyrics. And then you've got Canopies, which is the album's centerpiece. It's a somewhat obscured track where we don't know if we're listening to Korkejian's own narration or that of her mother or that of her grandmother, but even in its sketched out lines, it feels like it captures a whole life in a bottle, and it's a real high point for the album. From here on, the B-side of Neon Summer Skin is a marvel. The particularly heavy white patent leather captures a childhood memory of attending a wedding that seems to go wrong. The organs are woozy, moving around each other like leaves settled on the surface of a pool, and there's a brief appearance of this distorted bassy vocal that is as close to a jump scare as you're ever going to get on a Bedouine track. And for good measure, there's also a pair of lovely loose bossa nova numbers. Na 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 captures a Mediterranean breeze with its psychedelic vocals and silvery percussion, and Dechmachiga, which is sung entirely in Armenian and has this passage of harmonized whistling that evokes cartoon songbirds. Neon Summer Skin is an album full of care and attention to detail, but it is not one that is ever going to hold your hand. Instead, Bedouine is asking us to fill in the blanks a bit with our own memories or feelings or aspirations. And honestly, if nothing else, it's just impossible to have a bad time listening to Bedouine sing.